All right. I do believe we are once again live. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Yankee's MURICA Guns and Freedom podcast. Although right now we are on a different channel because seems my YouTube streaming privileges have been revoked. I don't know for how long it's supposed to be. Originally last night, if you were in the live chat, you saw my chat got yanked down. I was having trouble already with videos yesterday where YouTube turned the comments off. I turned them back on. YouTube turned them back off. I've turned them back on again. We'll see what happens with that. But also, I touched a gun yesterday in the live chat. So they yanked my live chat from the air. I didn't realize it at first. I was actually having a conversation with someone. We went on for probably 20 minutes. And it wasn't apparently going out to anybody. But once I realized it, I contacted them. Apparently, at first, I was going to get a strike and a 6-month suspension on streaming. But then I got a thing from them after I filled out the little form, to address what they call it, enforcement. It's an enforcement. You have to respond to an enforcement. Once I responded to it, they sent me a thing saying that, oh, you probably didn't know this was a problem, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to get a strike. And then they didn't say anything about suspension, but I'm still suspended. I can't start live chats on my other channel. So I don't know how long that's going to be for. I'm thinking maybe it's the 6 months. They said at first. So we'll see. We will have to be doing chats over here, which means we ain't going to be able to fund pets and vets. There's not going to be very many people in here. Right now, there's only 35 people in here. So that's like a members only chat. So they know where to cripple us. They took away the one source of income we had on YouTube, which was super chats. That's pretty much the only source of income we had on YouTube was super chats. And they took them away. And I don't think we can do super chats on this channel. So no way to fund the channel, period. And we were already short. So I think they knew that. And so they said, hey, let's get rid of his one source of income that he's able to do all this shit with and his reason for being here. Let's get rid of it. So now we are fucked as far as pets and vets is concerned. Because super chats, like I said, is the only way we made money every day for pets and vets. And lately we've been doing pretty good. We've been doing like $50 a day clearing at the end. Not going to happen now. So we might just take a break from live chats for a while because, it's going to kill us. So, but let's see. I don't really think I got to do much. I don't need to do the spiel because you can't do super chats. You can go over if you want. If anybody wants to support us in these times of need, you can go over to tympistolproject.com, and there's a place over there you can donate via PayPal. You can do that if you want. That's about the only way you can do. I don't think you could even buy memberships to this channel. So can't do that either. So they have effectively shut us down. They demonetized us, and then they shadow banned us, and now they found a reason to take away our live chats. So YouTube has pretty much effectively killed the channel for at least the next probably 6 months or so. So we'll see what happens. We might end up taking a 6-month break and then come back. I don't know at this point. I'm trying to find out from them what's going on. We will have to wait and see. But we'll go ahead and do the conversation tonight because people do like to listen to the conversations, although I don't think anyone will know this is here. They'll go to look for the content and won't be able to find it because no one knows to look over here because this channel doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers. I think it's got a few hundred subscribers. Only a few hundred people actually subscribe to my backup channel. That's not a backup channel. Only a few hundred people actually subscribe to my car channel. So not a whole lot of people will even know this is here. But let's see, where are we at? Let's see here. I'm trying to get to my window so that I can actually see the chat and everything. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. I'm going to sign into my other YouTube account. Switch accounts, YouTube Gear Channel. Let me go over, because this channel is not monetized, because I'm not a partner over here. But let me see dashboard. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Earn on YouTube. Supers. Let's see if I can turn them on. Nope, it doesn't give me a place to turn them on. Earn income by connecting with your fans and gain access to support forums and creator tools. Supers. Eligibility. As of each channel before we displayed here, this process may take eligibility. Showing data as of April 19, 2024. We carefully evaluate channel measures before they're displayed here. This process may take several days. Get notified when you're eligible. I'm not eligible over here. It tells me I have to had 59 public watch hours over the last 365 days. I've got to have 4,000 watch hours over 365 days, and 10 million or 10 million public shorts views. That ain't going to happen. So 4,000 watch hours over the last 365 days. I've only had 59 watch hours. So we're not even close there. We're going to have to do a lot to get this up to where we could get super chats over here. So that is not going to be so. Are there even videos on this channel? Let me look and see. I think so. If everyone went and watched every, let's go to content. No content. I know I've uploaded videos over here. There's no content over here. I'm going to have to upload some videos here tomorrow and see if we can get some viewing hours on them. But I know I've done videos over here. So there's none there now. They've deleted all of them. So, because remember, I did the ones on YouTube and I transferred them over there, but they're gone. So how do I have 59 viewing hours when there's no videos over here? I guess that's what's left over after they deleted everything. But yeah, that ain't working. So let's go ahead and see if there's any questions coming in. We might get out of here early today because I'm not in the mood for this right now. Want to wrench me and Heasley? Well, I don't know if there's any point in doing it over here, but I can try. It doesn't let me. I can't assign moderators. Yeah, I've got two options: report or block. I can't even make moderators over here. Yankee, you've got to be more careful from now on. The only tuber that makes sense. Well, it doesn't. I don't know if it's got anything to do with being careful. It's just they're going to get rid of me. How many subscribers do you need to do super chats? I've got enough subscribers. I just need to have enough video views, and I don't have enough video views. I gotta put those over here. So I got to get some video views over here, and then I got to get 1,000 hours of views, which means if I make a video that's 10 minutes, I got to get 6,000 people to watch the whole video. Probably, it's probably not going to happen. So we'll have to see. I'm showing videos under the live tab. Well, that's live videos because we've done live videos over here before. but there's no, I guess they didn't bother to delete those, but they deleted all my car videos. Maybe because they were, I don't know. What was the reason for giving because I touched a gun? If I'd have left early like I wanted to, I could have deleted it, but I stayed and kept the conversation going, and that got me tagged. So at least that's the excuse they're using. So for the next, while this is happening, until I can get this channel up to where we can get super chats, which that probably won't matter anyway, because like I say, right now, 10 minutes in, we got 80 people here. We're not going to get to the 200 we normally have. And even with the 200, we don't get a whole lot of super chats. So I don't even know if we got super chats on this channel, if it would actually help Pets and Vets enough. But until then, I'm just going to have to hope people buy merchandise or do PayPal donations, because that's the only way I can take in money right now is people go over to tympistolproject.com. And instead of doing something here, do a super chat over there. Can you put in a question when you do a donation? I think you can. You can actually do a little note to the person when you're donating. The notifications on this channel were set to the off selection. Yeah, everyone, your channel selection, you're not going to get notifications from this channel. They'll turn that off. You probably don't get notifications from my other channel. They turn that off every couple of weeks. If you don't check that every couple of weeks, you will not have your notifications turned on. For my channel, it's just something that they do. They go through, they call it, oh, it's just the algorithm cycling through and blah, blah, blah. And it takes off the, no, every 2 weeks they go through and they wipe out about 20% of my viewership by turning off notifications. It's not a secret that YouTube doesn't like gun channels, and it's not a secret that YouTube doesn't like my gun channel, because I don't do at least the one good thing they think about the gun channels is that I don't divide people. I try to bring people together. They don't like that at all. Let's see if there's any questions coming in over here. Yankee, I read that, didn't I? Oops. We need to take our WAP membership and move it to, you can't. I don't think you can join this channel. There's nothing you can do on this channel. This channel doesn't have any monetization privileges. You have to have like 1,000 subs and 4,000 views. Yeah, I think I got the 1,000 subs because it shows me with the green line all the way across and it says 1,000. I just don't have any views really. You think 59 hours of view would not take that much to get. You think we'd be able to get that off of a live chat if 100 people stayed in here and watched a live chat, 4 of those, you think we would have enough viewership hours. But I think it's only on actual videos, not lives. I think it has to be watches of videos. So, and they've deleted my videos. So I'm going to have to go put some back up over here and hope some people will watch them. Maybe I'll say something on the other channel to go watch them. At least they didn't turn off my viewership over there, because if they'd have given me another strike, I would have been back to 2 strikes. And one more and it could have got me. So luckily that didn't end up happening. Let's see where I'm at. Why am I not getting any emails? Is my email down again? I haven't gotten a single email since 2:53. And that was from Trump saying that they're going to lock me up tomorrow. So this is probably going to be goodbye. Yeah, bullshit. And the one right before it's him saying, I'm spacing out here when I'm trying to read my questions. The one before it's telling that he's been checking his records and he's seen that I didn't follow through on my last donation. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. And I got an email about the hat, but I'm just not seeing any emails coming in. Why is that not happening? Oh, there they all come. They're coming flooding now. John Mandrick made a $10 donation over on PayPal. Let me see. Did he write anything? There's a place where you can enter instructions or shipping details, and you can ask questions there. So if everybody does that, if they ask their questions through there, I'll still be able to read your question. Someone try, well, I don't want to tell somebody to try to tell someone to spend money, but if someone would have done a super chat tonight, go over to that link right down there, tympistolproject.com, and use the PayPal link to make a donation. And then in the special instructions, ask a question and see if I can actually read it. If you were already going to do one, I'm not saying do one if you weren't going to do one. I can read, though, that we got some orders today. That's good that we got an order. We got, who was this? Who was it? Randy King got him a New York. Oh, he got the New York City. He got the King Cobra on the top of the Empire State Building. Another one of the cool designs. Every time he orders something, he orders one of the cool designs. Randy must be cool, unlike the rest of you people in here. Where am I at? There was another order, I thought. Yes, another order here from Stephen W. Adsit. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's a real name. Adsit, A-D-S-I-T. What did he get? Oh, he got a Save the 40 shirt. I got to put him on the list. Let me make sure he's not already on it. I know he's not that name. Save the 40s. I would recognize. Why would it not let me go to the Save the 40s list? There, finally. Let's see. Stefan. Adds it. W adds it. There we go. Okay, he is now on the Save the 40s list. This is what I saw last night. The video has been removed for, yeah, that's what it said. It said the video has been removed for violating YouTube's community guidelines. And I actually got people sending me emails saying, did they take you down because you're talking about the bridge? Did they take you down because you're talking about the bridge? No, they took me down because I held a gun. I picked up that goddamn Beretta off the wall and I'm kicking myself over it. My allergies are killing me, so I got to keep drinking. Aaron Dinsmore did a super chat, sort of. He went over to PayPal, did a little chat here. But it says the buyer hasn't entered any instructions. I said, put something in the shipping details or instructions. Am I just not being able to see them? Did you actually, Aaron Dinsmore, did you actually type a question into the shipping details or instructions to merchant? Because there's two places there you can do that. And if you didn't, then you didn't do what I told you to do. But if you did, I can't see it. So did you put something in the right place? Let's see if he answers me over here. I don't know. Why can't I live chat in here? What do you mean, why can't I live chat in here? You just made a chat. Sorry, YouTube is doing you like this. I'm praying for a miracle for you. It would take a miracle, I think. All right, let's see. Did Coral Lane put something in? He made a donation. He made a $10 donation. He didn't add anything. So if you people are doing that, it's not coming through. Let me go see if I can pull it up over here. Log in. It's not coming through on the email. Fetching transaction. Mobile payment. Tracking information. Hold on. Why is this so close in? I can't see anything because it's very close. Let's see here. I'm seeing if he put any information in. Well, nope, it doesn't look like he did. If he did, are you people putting questions in there, or are you just trying to drive me fucking nuts? Because I can't find it. I think you're just trying to drive me fucking nuts. Nuck and futs, I should say. Ooh. Where did I go to? Activity. There we go. All transactions. Carl Lane. There's the Aaron Dinsmore one. Did he put any questions anywhere? Sales tax, gross amount, PayPal, net amount. I'm not seeing any where you put in any special information. Did y'all do it, or did it just not showing up? Or did you just forget to do it? Let's see. Oh, no option to add. You're watching on. Well, if you're on a computer, there should be an option to add when you go to YouTube and make a name. So far, they haven't added questions. So if anybody's going to do one and you want to add, make sure you add a question, because I'd like to be able to answer questions from people. Let's see here. Matthew Johnson. Well, that's because he ordered a freaking mouse guns hat. So that wasn't, so there's nothing special on there. But Matthew Johnson just ordered a mouse guns hat. That's a positive. That's a good thing. But it still doesn't answer my question about whether we can see the questions. I think that's Wix telling me that Matthew Johnson placed an order. That is. That's telling me Matthew Johnson's. He got him a mouse guns hat. I like the mouse guns design a lot. It's one of the most popular designs we sell by far. On Subscribestar, Aaron Dinsmore just did a tip. Let me go over and see if I can see that. That's not what I wanted. Let me go here. Aaron Dinsmore says, "Can you hear me now?" So if you go over to Subscribestar and do a tip, I can see that. I definitely see it. So, but I still did never get to determine if we see it on PayPal or not. But if you go over to Subscribestar, do you have to be a subscriber to do a tip on Subscribestar? Here, I'll put my link in. I'll put my link in here. Someone who's not, and if you want, just go over there. Someone who's not a Subscribestar supporter. You're not a Subscribestar supporter. Go over there, do a $2 tip, and put a message on there and see if it lets you do it as a non-subscriber. If it lets you do it, I'll give you back the $2. I just want to, I'll PayPal it back to you. I just want to see if it actually will let me answer questions over there. Because no one has been able to yet to work PayPal right. Of course, there's not a whole lot of people in here right now. But let's get back over here, see if there's any questions coming in. Just post your videos to both channels like God, Family, and Guns does sometimes. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. Blame it on the bridge. Isn't that an old song? What are there famous songs about? I'm sure there's famous songs about bridges. There's the Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Remember? That's Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. I like that song a lot. Where am I at? Did you tune the extractor on your PPK, and do you use standard pressure Underwoods or plus Ps? In my PPK, well, I don't really carry self-defense ammo in my PPK very much because I don't carry it for self-defense. Krasnikev just upped their patronage. That will help a little bit. He upped his $10 over there, and he got registered for the Silver Bullet because I'm still doing the Silver Bullet this month because I forgot to tell everybody no Silver Bullet this month. Oh fuck! I still ain't sent that one can of ammo. I got to send that. All I got to do is give the info to Dan, and I keep forgetting. Good God! People are going to think I don't live up to my obligations. Well, I don't live up to them in any timely manner if it's something I got to do, but no, I've never tuned the extractor on my PPK. It seems fine. And I've owned one of them I did actually. Because I've owned like 4 of them. And I think the second one I actually had to. Because that was my first Smith & Wesson model. Because I had an inner arms, and then I got a Smith & Wesson, and then I got rid of that and got an engraved Smith & Wesson one. And then I got rid of that one and got an inner arms one again because I just like them better. And I think the first Smith & Wesson one I got, I had to tune the extractor. But if I'm remembering correctly, but not most of them I haven't, and I don't really carry self-defense ammo in it. But when I do, I carry the highest power plus P 380s I can get because it's just a 380. I went down today and I was doing some chrono testing and some impact testing with 22 Magnum versus 5.7 by 28. So I should have a video up on that tomorrow because people always make that assumption of, well, they're about the same. Well, they're similar, but they're not the same, not even close. They both have their advantages, but one of them has more disadvantages. Well, no, they all have their disadvantages, but one of them has more advantages, I guess is what I should say, or the other way around. It's the same goddamn thing. And someone asked why I'm wearing a going to town shirt. Because since this is all going on and it's really pissing me off and bumming me out, we're all going to go down to Dairy Queen after this chat's over with. So don't be surprised when I jump out of here right at 7 o'clock because I'm going to go to Dairy Queen after. Hey, Yank, I checked my email about my flags and it says it was delivered, but I haven't received it in my mail. Oh, let me write down. I'll check it again. Here is Schnauzer. Flags. It's supposed to have been resent to you, and it should have been resent by now. But I will check with them. Might just have to cancel them and resend them. I am curious if YouTube got the info from the video part of last night's chat or from the chat comments. Should we not comment about it if you pick up something? Would that help? Yeah, it would help if people didn't comment on it because that's one of the things the algorithm uses. It looks for the word gun or guns or things like that in the comments. But I think it would have caught the visual anyway. And I think it's mainly because the problem was because normally I stand over there and do something, but I brought it right up to the camera and said, here it is. And I was like, fuck. Because I just can't get used to the fact that you can't pick up a gun. That's so ridiculous. They're like, oh, it's so people don't shoot themselves on video. Well, how does that prevent that? If I was wanting to kill myself on video, I'd sit the gun right here out of range and I'd go, hey, everybody, Yankee here. Blam. And I hope that doesn't get me in trouble for doing that with my fingers. So I don't see how it stops that at all. In fact, I could see where if someone actually came on here and said, I'm going to kill myself, I got a gun, people might talk them out of it. But if you don't see it coming, you can't talk them out of it. So I don't understand how it actually is meant to help protect people. I don't think it does. I just think it's a way they can attack gun channels. Nobody ever did another PayPal one with an actual comment in it. Did someone ever go over and do the $2 donation over there? Coral did another donation. He does one all the time over there. I don't see where to comment for donations on PayPal. Question: to keep my concealed carry snug against me, I have to tighten the belt to the point it's causing hip pain from walking. Do you have the same issue? Any recommendations to avoid this? No, I do not have the same issue. And a lot of that is a lot of times because of the holster you choose. Some holsters ride high, and the higher the holster rides on the belt, meaning the lower the belt hits your holster, that makes it better for concealment for a lot of people, but it makes it droop more. Also, does your belt have, is it a concealed carry belt? Does it actually have reinforcement in that area of the belt? Like my belt is a concealed carry belt. So it's leather, but it's got a plastic insert through that section so the belt doesn't twist. So I don't know what belt you're using. Let me know over here in this comment section what belt you're using, and I will see if that's an issue that might help you. Because some people will think, a good leather belt will do the same thing. It will not. Leather will stretch no matter how good it is. It will twist no matter how good a leather it is. And having that hard plastic layer on the inside of the leather really will prevent that sagging, twisting, etc. Sound like I'm talking about my balls. Sagging, twisting. It looks like only Subscribe Star subscribers can do one-off donations. Yep, that's what I figured over there. To send a direct message to the Yankee Marshal, you need to be a subscriber. Well, see, you all should be Subscribe Star supporters. It only costs $5 a month, cheap bastards. Yeah, it's telling everybody over here is telling me you got to be a. Did anybody ever manage to find the spot on PayPal where you can actually do a donation that allows you to what do you call it? Put in a comment. Let me go over to my page and see if I can find it. IMPpistolproject.com. Want to donate to the Pets and Vets program. At least a penny. Got to be at least a penny. Oh, I'll do $1. Donate with PayPal. Now, it says I was logging in. It won't let me donate to myself. I guess there's a reason for that, but I don't know what it is. There's supposed to be a place over there where you can donate and send a message, like special instructions. So I don't know why. Because it even comes through on my email. There's a place for special instructions from the buyer or the donator or whatever. All right, let me get back over here. I don't think there's a lot of questions coming in. YouTube probably doesn't want negligent discharges on the chats. If you're not fiddling with it, it can't go off. I mean, but here's the thing. If they don't want negligent discharges, well, then just remove the video if someone has a negligent discharge. Just like you would remove the video if somebody did something untoward with it. Why just remove the video anyway, just because a gun was seen and nothing bad happened? It's nanny state bullshit. But we don't have any questions coming in. I'm completely caught up because there were no super chats to take up a big portion of the show. Did Coral ever tell us what kind of belt he's using? Core Essential Trackline belt is what I'm using. Well, then that should have the everything in it. I don't know why you have to. It's probably a holster issue then. What holster are you using? Because I always make sure to get a holster. I almost just stood up and showed my holster, which does have a gun in it. See, I'm not good at this. I'm not cut out for this stuff. All these weird rules and things. Do you dislike 45-70 caliber because you tend to like mammals and you don't like killing anything? And the 45 is designed to be big game round. I don't like all mammals. Like there's a lot of mammals I don't like. A bunch of them. Most of them have their own editorial talk shows. 1791 holster, but which one? They make multiple holsters. Trying to see, most of theirs connect pretty high though, so they're usually pretty good. And I guess it depends on what gun it is too. Well, actually, a lot of these are connecting pretty low. What gun are you carrying in it, and which holster is it? Because if you're carrying like one of their thumb brake holsters, like for the K&L frame, the belts on that are way below the cylinders. That's going to put most of the weight up above. So what gun and what holster? Probably one of your enemies reports all your. My chats get reported all the time. That was one of the reasons when YouTube told my network that I was being shadow banned. Of course, they don't call it that; they call it something else. But when they told them that, the reason they said that it was being done is because of the high number of complaints they get. That was one of the main reasons they used. In fact, that's the first one they listed. Controversial subjects, use of foul language, which I do occasionally use foul language, but a lot of the big channels use foul language. I'm definitely not one of the worst offenders when it comes to foul language. Wasn't showing this live till now. Went to your homepage, wasn't there? It's because they banned us from live chats over on my regular channel. Picked up a gun to check a holster and got nailed for it. Yeah. Let's see, where am I at? That didn't come through for some reason. I don't think he spelled Yankee Gearhead right. I think that's the problem. So it's coming through if you put at the Yankee Marshall. That's for some reason that's coming up over here when you comment that. But what did he say? So what do you think of the New York judge who convicted that guy for making guns and saying the Second Amendment doesn't exist? And what happened to normal channel? Wait, the guy said the Second Amendment didn't exist, or the judge said the Second Amendment didn't exist? Because I ain't heard this story at all. So you have to be more specific than that. So yeah, I don't know. And what happened on normal channel? They banned me from live chats because I touched a gun in a live chat yesterday. Or at least that's their excuse. I got another email from Trump. Put Biden on trial now. Well, what would it be for though? You can't put someone on trial for incompetence or for just being bad at their job or anything. So I canceled the YouTube shit and upped my patronage. Well, I was still getting I will get more of it if you do it through Patreon rather than doing it through YouTube. That is sure. That is true. Did you see? Oh, yes. Well, I was going to talk about that tonight, but I didn't get a chance to because, all this other shit happened. I would rather do it when people are watching me, but I got sent the email today from 308 about the whole Uber thing. And it turns out that scam thing is actual true. I was wrong. But I said I would not believe it till I saw info. I saw proof now. The only thing, and now my skepticism is leaning towards, I guess that Uber driver was sent there to pick up the package that had the money in it. And why would he get a package with the money in it and then shoot her? I don't know the details of it that much. But the only part I'm having a hard time swallowing now is that the Uber driver wasn't in any way involved. If they're not, well, then that scammer is pretty stupid, because who trusts an Uber driver to pick up a package with $12,000 in it and not look in it? Did she know they were picking up money? Did she not think it was funny they were picking up money? There's a lot of weirdness in this. But apparently the part about him being scammed out of money is absolutely true. But also that still doesn't get him out of trouble, because you can't just shoot people, even if they're scamming you. He'll probably still get in a lot of trouble. But it's a completely different story than what I've got from the first, because I only read like the first day it came out, and then I never cared about it again. I still don't really care about it. But with the new information, yeah, my opinion has changed considerably. But still, I don't know. You can't shoot her for that, for one thing, if she's not involved. And even if she is involved, you can't shoot her over this. If you knew you were being scammed, why'd you get the fucking money? Or you said that could actually get him in more trouble. Because if he knew he was being scammed and he planned, I'm going to go along with it, and when they come and get the money, I'm going to shoot their ass, well, then that could get him in more trouble, actually, than if he just shot somebody he thought was stealing from him. So hopefully that's not the case. But like I said, I have a hard time believing she's not involved, because if not, then that scammer's stupid. Because first thing I would be thinking is, if I send an Uber driver to pick up a package for me, they're going to look in that package. And if it's cash, they're going to just disappear with it. So, or they're going to say there wasn't nothing in it. Yeah, so that's a weird situation. Coral says he's using a BH 2.1 outside waistband HOL stealth. Okay, but what gun was he using in it? Did he say? Let me look it up. BH 2.1. I know what those are. Yeah, see, those carry pretty, those are pretty high carrying holsters. The slots, you see where let me take a picture of it here. Or let me show a picture of it. Open image in new tab. Present. Share screen. Can I do that in here? I hope. Boom. See, now this is a picture, YouTube. Don't freak the fuck out. See how the slots are down here, and most of the way the gun's up here? That can cause you trouble when you're that low. It's better to have one that's got a little bit, that sits a little lower in the holster. But you didn't tell me what gun, I don't think. A Glock 29. Oh, well, that's also a heavy gun. The ammo is very heavy. So the top part of your gun where your grip's at is going to be the heaviest part. So I'm going to say that the problem you're having right now is because, one, you've chosen a holster that rides the gun pretty high. 3/4 of that gun is above your belt line. And also that you've chosen a gun that's very heavy and has heavy ammo. Well, it's heavy for, a carry gun. And the heaviest part is in the grip, because that's the ammo. So I think that's just kind of a bad combination of things there. I would look for a holster that carries the gun lower. It's going to stick lower down below your belt, which is going to make it harder to conceal, but it'll stay flatter to your body. So that would be what I would say, after going a long way to get there. Uber driver was innocent third party, unsuspecting victim of the scam. She probably would not look into it if it was sealed envelope or box. Man had it in an envelope. Yeah, see, I wouldn't trust a third party. I wouldn't. That's why I say the skeptic in me is like, I'd be like, she got me in on it, because I would never trust somebody to do that. Other people are more trusted. I'm not that trusted. But that does put a whole new wrinkle in it. And now I have to wonder, well, why did he go to the point of actually getting the money, putting it in an envelope, and then shoot the person that comes to get it? That could put him at way more risk, seems like to me, because now it seems like it was a premeditated assassination. So that's not a better holster. You're just looking for a holster that's more what you're needing, because the 1791 holsters are really nice. Let's see if I got any. Search by gun, firearm brand, Glock. It's doing its little G29. Boom. All right. Select. The BH2S is it looks like it carries the gun much lower. It's got more cant to it. The BH2, that's a different one. That's the multi-fit. I'm trying to find one that looks like it carries the gun without it being 3/4 above the belt line. The canvas one does a little better job, but yeah, it looks like the 1791s are holding it kind of high above the belt line. Let's look at what is the one I usually get? There's one I usually get. What is I usually get? Azula. That's the lock leather. Trying to look for the Azula. It doesn't look like it holds it very. Where's that BH one I just looked at? Hold on. What you're going to want, I'm trying to find a holster that has a little more of a straight up down and has the slots up even with the trigger guard instead of down below it. If you notice how on your holster the slots are kind of like drooping down below the trigger guard, that puts the gun really high. You want one where the belt is holding the top of the holster. The Azulas are much more where the top of the holster is aligned with the top of the belt. So that will give you more stability. So maybe try an Azula for it. You just want to look at where the holster sits, where the holster has most of its weight, where the gun's going to have most of its weight. You want that as far down on your belt as possible. So keep that in mind when you're looking around. Karen Woodson just made a donation over on TYM-P, but I don't see anything in the but she donated $20 over there. So we've probably made enough today that we won't miss the super chats all that much, because we usually make like $50 from super chats. And how much did we get today? We got 15 over on Subscribe Star. And how much did we get through PayPal today? Log in. And we got, what does it just show? $30, and that's it. Thought we had more than one over here today. We did. We had more than one today. The only one it's showing is from Jeff Hansen. Wait, which PayPal does that go to? Yeah, that goes to this one. Well, why is my PayPal not showing the donations we got? Now, okay, now it is. If I go to this, if I go to my transactions, it shows it. So we got one from Karen Woodson. We got one from Matthew Johnson. One from Coral. and one from Aaron Dinsmore. Well, that one from Matthew John, I think, was an order. So 20, 30, and then another 15. So we made $45 today in direct donations, just people trying to, and we usually only make 50 clear after all the super chats. So probably take that, YouTube. You didn't hurt us that much today, but we still got to deal with what's going on here. Are we all unsubscribed from the channel? No, you shouldn't be, but you should always check your subscriptions because they do unsubscribe you quite frequently from my channel. Do you like the HK VP9 long slide? I don't like the VP9. I just don't think it's up to H&K quality. It's rattly. I don't think it's well put together. The polymer doesn't feel as nice. And when I asked them outright to their face on camera at SHOT Show, do you all make this gun in-house, or is the frame outsourced to someone else? They would not answer the question. They didn't just say, I don't know. One guy said, I don't know. But the other guy said, we don't really share information like that. So I'm like, seems like you're outsourcing that one because it's your cheaper model. So you're letting someone else make it. And I don't really like it. Thanks, Josie Wales. I will do that when Josie Wales. Try an El Paso saddlery 88th Street Combat does wonders for a 629. Yeah, any holster that holds higher, and I think you'll probably find custom holsters that are more like that. We got another $5 donated from Paul Shakira. I never knew he could dance like this. He makes me want to speak Spanish. But he didn't add anything either. So maybe he's not letting you over there. PayPal. That sucks. Fox holsters make great hybrid inside waistband holster. Bought a couple. I don't like carrying inside waistband. I don't really. Never been able to take to it. And I don't see me taking to it anytime soon. So it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things, they never change. Where am I at? What was I talking about? For everybody who just came in late, the reason we're over here, because people keep asking, is YouTube banned me from live chats on my main channel. That's the only real source of income we have over there. So I can't go live over there. So I have to go live over here, which we can't do super chats over here because that channel doesn't have enough viewership or watch time, etc. I'm going to put some videos over there and see if we can get them watched. But as of right now, let's see. Let me see. I wonder if it's registered any new watch time for. No, it has not. Because I think, well, we've been watching this video for almost an hour. Does that change my watch time over here? And no, it does not. It probably takes a while for that too. Hey, what's that? It's changed that to 3,000 now. 0 videos. Okay, I got to upload at least 3 videos. We got to get at least 3,000 watch hours. So if I upload an hour worth of videos, we got to get 3,000 people to watch all of it. I don't think that's going to happen. Shadow showing his Fox hybrid holster. Yeah, I've had holsters similar like that, like my crossbreed holsters. Here's the holster he just sent that he says he likes. Present, share screen. There we go. Yeah, see, I've had holsters like that, like crossbreed and stuff. I just cannot get used to carrying inside waistband. I can never be comfortable carrying inside waistband. I just don't like it. PayPal not 2A friendly either. No, they are not. They are definitely not. That's why I have to do All funding for TY Triple P through Subscribestar. So PayPal can't be involved, because if they find out they're involved, they freak the fuck out. Fox holsters were $39. Well, that's not a bad price. Yeah, I don't think I see a way. Paul Shakarian he's talking to. When I put the PayPal donation, it does not let me type any comment in. Maybe you can reconfigure the button. Enjoy your ice cream. I will try. I don't think that's probably not going to happen. But I'll try. We got another tip over on Subscribestar from one of us. He said, just the tip, Beard Guy did. I always say it always looks like Bear Daddy to me, but it's Beard Guy. But I don't know why it always looks like, when I look at it out the corner of my eye, I always see Bear Daddy. Just does. I shaved. Anybody knows I shaved? I trimmed my hair, cut my hair, shaved, or even, because we're going to Dairy Queen. I don't want to be looking gross and going to Dairy Queen. Got a reputation to maintain. Got to be respectful. But I've been down in the range and the pollen and at one point I fell in the bushes because I was backing up and not paying attention, and I tripped over something and fell in the thorns. So I was all itchy. Ugh. And it was just all poison ivy. So I took a shower. Luckily, I'm not allergic to poison ivy. Most people are, but I'm not allergic. Years and years of ripping it off fence lines that when I was a kid, clearing the fence posts and stuff. I built up a tolerance to it or something, because I don't usually succumb to poison ivy or poison oak. I haven't had them since I was a tiny kid, and I've been in contact with them hundreds and hundreds of times, even when I was a kid. Why did that just flash? I don't know why it just flashed at me. Did they just take me off the air again? Am I still here? Wipe off your shirt. What's on it? Oh, that's just me. That's just me falling apart. Because that's not, I think if I do this, it'll be more of it. Because it's just, I'm disintegrating as I get older. Disintegrating. Okay, I'm still here, because it did a weird flash and froze my screen and then flashed again. I'm like, what the fuck's it doing? Why does Yankee Marshall work? But I don't know. That's another thing, because we're not broadcasting. I think it might be because of the way my StreamYard is set up. I bet it's set up for the Yankee Marshall. Post a 6-hour video grass growing. I'd let it play while I sleep. That's a lot of work. What about Patreon? You can't do tips on Patreon. You can't do like one-time donations. You can do that through Subscribestar. There's a little section here that tells me people who give me tips, like Kevin Mabry and Coral and Aaron Dinsmore and Bear Daddy, Greg Silva, Martin Bisquick, Coral again, Kevin Mabry again. So they can do like little one-time donations on top of their monthly. So yeah, everybody needs to go over and become a fucking Subscribestar member. That way you can actually send me messages during the live chats. Just for now. You can cancel it as soon as we. Venmo. I don't know what's Venmo. Is that for money? I use Cash App. I don't use Venmo. The Revolvers collection video is long. I'll watch it. Yeah, the Revolver collections, all of them are long. But you got to watch something on this channel. That's the thing. So I got to get some stuff put on this channel. I'm going to try to do that tonight. Get some stuff added to this channel. But the subscribers will have to watch it. So there's only not very many subscribers. Every subscriber would have to watch 3 hours of video on the channel, pretty much. Appendix carry is the worst kind of waistband carry. Well, yeah, appendix carry just doesn't make sense. You're pointing a gun at your dick. Do you have to have 4,000 hours on just regular videos? Yes. No, live cats don't count. They don't affect it at all, apparently. I guess when you're 81, you're probably not the best at deciding what to do in this scam situation. They probably said, don't call police. Just guessing on that. Here's the thing. Not every 80-year-old is dumb unless they were dumb when they were younger. My great grandfather was sharp as a tack at 106. If he hadn't fell and broke his hip, he'd probably still be sharp even longer. Most of these people get taken in scams is because they weren't that bright when they were younger. I mean, look at all the people falling for Trump's scam. People sending money to a billionaire to pay his legal fees. I thought he was a billionaire. He could rack $100 million in legal fees, and it shouldn't hurt him. I am canceling my channel membership until we are back up and upping my Patreon membership. Somebody else just did that too. Who was it just did that? Or was that you that did that? No, it was Krasnikev that did that. Krasnikev. Sinuses are bothering me. My son asking for money. Oh my God, he's got a fucking job. And he orders stuff for himself all the time. But then when it comes to covering expenses, he wants me to do it. I'm trying to see how much has it got in there. Let's see if it works. It's spinning. That program's horrible. Green light, it works half the time. Trump only rich on paper, just saying. Now, if he's that rich, he wouldn't have any trouble getting bonds and everything else. And I don't think he's that rich on paper. If you look at most everything he has on paper, I think it's leveraged to levels that it ain't really worth. So I don't think he's really that rich. And if he was, he could handle his legal fees. He just got another $36 million from Truth Social. Why ain't that going towards his legal fees? Those people that like Trump are in a fucking cult. I'm sorry. Look at him outside I just want to touch him. I hope he gets close so I can touch him. That's a fucking cult. That's not people talking about a politician. Politicians should be like, I hope I can get close enough that I can stick my thumb in his eye. That's the way you talk about politicians. I want to be within spitting distance, not I want to touch their garment, Send. Go on, send. Transfer. Well, hopefully that goes through. Where was I? To boost watch time, you could just point a camera at a bird feeder. Folks folks seem to go crazy over that stuff. Yeah, but you got to have the viewer base first. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You could do whatever you want to do on camera, but unless you got a viewer base, it's not going to get views. People have to know you're there and know you're doing it. Who else did a tip here? Was the last one? No, it was Avo357, and he also said just the tip, just like Bear Daddy did, or Beard Guy, whichever one you want to call it. Oh, we're out of time. I got to get out of here. We're going to Dairy Queen. So I will see you all later. Hopefully we'll have some things worked out by tomorrow, and it won't be such a shit show as it was tonight. But thanks, everybody, for coming. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.